Hey everyone, welcome. It's Gamer here. Unboxing video here. The first really new notebook I've ever bought. I've had many hand-me-downs over the years. Well, not many, several. This is the first one. Decided on this one. I don't know if I made the right choice or not here. Acer Aspire E15. Now there's a whole bunch of different E15s. This particular one is the E5-572G. Now this one has the Windows 8 one, obviously. Now it has a Haswell, which is the 2014 notebook. It's a quad-core. I'll go over the specs a little bit here. The new 2015, the Broadwell chips are all dual-core. Intel's trying to be competitive with the smaller devices. So this is more like an old school notebook CPU, quad core with 6 megabytes of cache instead of 3. It's just a more powerful CPU than the new 2015 Broadwells. It uses the i7-4712MQ, which I believe runs at 2. When you're using one core, it can go up to 3 gigahertz, I think. I've got a spec sheet here on this. Let's see if I can bring it up here. Yeah, 3300 one core, 3200 two cores, 3000 3 or 4. But the frequency, the base frequency, is 2300 megahertz. Came out in April 2014. So anyway, what else do we have on these specs? Let's go ahead and start opening it like this while I talk about it. And tape seal still on the back. This is genuinely I saw it in the store and I was really thinking about taking it back. I thought it was the 573, but it's the 572G. The 573G is this year, 2015. This is, well, it is still, I think it's still this year model. It's just not, there, I've committed to not being able to return it quite so easily. It's just using the older, it's not using the super light, low power chip. How I can get my fingernail underneath these. There we go. It's just not as much focused on super low power, because the new ones use like 15 watts. The new Broadwells, most of them. Okay, I've got that opened. But this one's much higher. It's like 59% more power usage, but you're getting twice the number of cores. So I don't see it as a trade-off. You're picking performance over. Low power usage, low heat. This would probably need more heat. It's a Broadwell. Alright, I'm just looking at the camera settings. Here's what it is when you open it. You get the Acer setup guide. And this has 8 gigs of RAM. It has a GeForce 940M. So this has, and it's like I paid about $600 for it. And so right now, that's very competitive. I get a 940M, a quad core Haswell CPU. More performance than the Broadcoms. There goes one of my lights in my cowboy studio setup here. You know how you have some of the lights just flicker if they're not making a connection. Alright. It's got a protective cover, which is nice. It's like a yeah, it's not just paper. It's got what else do we have here? We have an Acer. Now apparently there's a lot of what we call crud or bloat. No, just like not spyware. Just I don't know what they call it. Crapware. Preloaded. So I have a project here. I'm gonna I think I'm going to wipe. You can uninstall a lot of it. Here we have a power cord, United States, 3-prong on one side and 3-prong on the other. It's different kind of prong, of course. Here's the battery. Very nice. I think it's something like 4700. See if I can find it here on my screen real quick. battery here, 4700 mAh, lithium ion 6 cell. So 4700 strength battery. And over here on the left we have the power brick, all bagged. Wow, this is the first new notebook I've ever bought. It's because I always wanted power. You know, like I was a kind of a power user, gaming and other desktop high performance needs. And laptops really never filled that segment well. Put that box aside and all those accessories, and put the notebook back. I'm not a desktop power user, but I really kind of felt the need in the past. More recently, needing a. So there's a mild grain on it. The Acer's upside down, if you want to. Acer's not like, I guess. I've heard mixed feelings. I know like 10, 15, 20 years ago, I think they were like the low-end brand. Like you'd see their PCs. I would never buy an Acer desktop. But a laptop, a notebook is different. Just because I build my own PCs. I'm a high-end user, high demanding. A protective film here for the keyboard. They certainly didn't pay me to do this. You can tell. If I was paid, I would never say I'd never buy one of their desktops, just because of my needs. I'm a hardcore PC gamer. But well, there it is. Wow, it's a metal. If you get the E5 573s, the new case, it's a plasticky case. This is more metal. This is the 2000, the ones using the new Broadwell chips. They're more plastic. This is more. It's not like, you see how when I hit the keys, the whole keyboard isn't the whole computer isn't sort of flexing up and down. Alright, just a word of clarification here. Now, in the video I was saying I was just talking about the new chips as far as the Broadwell versus Hadwell. This notebook is a new model. It's made like 3 months ago. The manufacture date, April 2015. But it's just that this uses the Haswell chip from 2014 because that's the only kind of quad-core notebook chip CPU you're going to get. But it's still a new 2015 laptop, the E5-572G. It just again, it has to use for a quad-core, higher performance notebook in CPU. You have to use those chips because 2015, the Intel Broadwell chips are all dual core because Intel's trying to compete in the tablet market and things like that. And this is not as profitable for them. They figured they can just get people for a year can use this chip. It's fine. The improvements on the new Broadwell chip, frankly, are just for that tablet. The lower power market, and this is a higher power quad-core chip. So just wanted to clarify that. I have it booted here. I'm verifying Windows 8 DVD because I'm gonna because it's got quite a lot of crapware. It's not real bad. It's not like popping up stuff all over the screen, at least. But I don't know what is on it, so I'm just going to clean load Windows on there. So, all right, back to the video, back to the unboxing. Now let me zoom in. Refocus. Okay, you see it. One thing, you can disable these touch pads. It's a little bit on the left side. Some people report, I am just barely touching it. If I put my hands on the home key positions, I am touching it with my this part of my thumb. So you can disable. There's you hit function and F7, I think, and that disables it right there. Just FN and then F, and that disables the touchpad. And I will use a mouse with this. I have my Gigabyte. What is it? I'll get my Gigabyte mouse. M6950M or something like that mouse. So it weighs about 5.5 pounds. It does wireless BGNN. The new 573, the 573 Gs. Now this is 572G. The 573G also does AC, but again, there's a slower CPU. You know, only dual core, lower power. Let's see here. It has one USB 3 port, two USB 2 ports. I guess we can. Here's the power button. Shouldn't turn on yet. Power button. GeForce 940M right there. You can't see it because I've got the things to here. We are. The GeForce sticker, Core i7 sticker. Power button up in the top left. That's the power button. It's got the numeric keypad. The new ones, the 573Gs that use the new Broadwells, those have a smaller numeric keypad area. All right, let's show you the ports. It has a webcam on the top, 720p on the top. That's the sound it makes when it closes. Pretty nice. Okay, we're seeing the back here first, I guess, which is just the battery. The hinges and the battery port. You can't really. And I'll move the light around. This one does have a DVD rewritable on the right side. All right, well, the camera stopped recording. I don't know how well you guys can see. There we go. Okay. It does have a DVD drive. Let's get it in focus. Power connector. It's black. I kind of like the black. These are obviously the two USB 2 ports here. I'm not too inclined to put it on its lid. Let me put something down just so. The front has nothing but underside. Nothing. I guess there are two small speakers on the front right and front left. We have on the left side of the notebook, we have a USB headphone. I believe this can also be a microphone, but it's on the graphic it just has headphone. Okay, then a USB 3. Looks like HDMI. Yeah, it says HDMI. Let me focus. HDMI there. LAN up to gigabit. VGA. Who wants VGA? Got an exhaust here. And what this is, some kind of lock. I don't know what this one is. Might be, I don't know what that is. It might be infrared for copying files. I don't know if they have infrared on laptops anymore. So there it is. When you have the I guess the Acer's, or the word Acer over here in the upper right is sort of it's oriented so that when you have it open, I already got fingerprints on it. When you have it open, it's it's upright. Well, there it is. I had really had second thoughts. I waited about 4 hours after I bought it to make up my mind if I actually wanted to open it or return it, because I was looking at. There's one. This one only does. It's like 1366 by. What is the resolution? It's like a 720p. Here, 1366 by 768 resolution. So it's not a true 1080p screen. Here's the screen. I'll pull it back. There is, however, if you get on Newegg, there is the Acer Aspire E5-573G 75B3 and that one does have 1080p, and it's only like $70 more than what I paid, but I paid sales tax. I bought it local, so it's only like $35 more. That's why I was. But then I realized this has the Haswell chip. This has the i7, the fast quad core with 6 megs of level 3 cache, much better CPU. So, and this also has better construction. This has more metal. The E5-573Gs are more of a plasticky. They're not as well constructed. You know, it's a plasticky thing. You know, it's not as. So this will be better, I think, overall for gaming. Even though that one does have a 1080p screen, I would like to have it. I would pay another 50, 60, 70, $80 to get a 1080p, but for this exact model. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. So. And in here it says, yeah, this one's E5-572G-72M5. That's the full product name. I don't know why they have so many. So many difficult to remember product names and stuff. Anyway, well, there it is. I've the new laptop. Hopefully it'll be. I'll let you guys know how the screen, that's my biggest concern. But I think, you know, for gaming on a small screen, I think it's fine. 720 on a 15-inch, 15.5-inch screen. You don't need 1080p. I don't need it. You know, on my big 27-inch monitor, I use 1080p, and if it were anything were any smaller on that screen, it is a lot of times I have to magnify it, maybe just because my vision, you know, I'm 45 years old. But I just don't like to squint at any screen, so, you know, but I do like the real estate, so I get that. But NVIDIA, you can do, in their control panel, you can do virtual, what is it, the DSR, you can have a virtual higher resolution, and it'll scale it down in hardware on the newest series of their NVIDIA chips do this. So it does it in hardware, so it's like a, you know, sort of like anti-aliasing, but it really gives you lower, you know, much higher resolution than what your monitor has. So I can do that if I need to. If I need that more screen real estate, it's right in the NVIDIA control panel. I can set that up there. So there it is. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. If it sucks, no. Hopefully it'll be good. I know I know Acer is not like the most. Like it's maybe Asus is a little better. I don't know. I think maybe I was looking at Chromebooks. Maybe I was thinking about getting a separate Chromebook, like a small, because they're only like 2 pounds or something, a real small. This is a different category. This is like a real old school notebook, PC, and it's a modest gaming notebook, $600. All right, guys. Thanks. See you around. Thanks for watching. Please like, and I'll see you around on the channel. Bye-bye.